So, one mic. Okay, you all have to listen to me. No phones. I see it, I hear it, I take it. So, ushers, could you please remove the... Okay. No, I've been here since the very beginning of the relationship. Mark actually took me on their first date, and me and a group of friends, to see the movie Bone Collector. Side note though, I'm sure you're all wondering, like, why would somebody take somebody else on their first date? It's actually a tried and true method. You just tell your friends, be yourself, say whatever you want. They spend a bunch of time being vulgar, trying to embarrass you, and then you come away looking quite desirable. So, any of you out there still, feel free to put that to use. But yeah, I just recently rewatched the Bone Collector movie, just to remind myself of that evening, and I realized that that flick is like an allegory for their relationship. In case any of you haven't seen it or you need to be refreshed, there's two main characters, Denzel Washington and Angelina Jolie. He is pompous, wealthy, and has serious physical limitations. And she has a haunted past and is struggling to overcome commitment issues. I'm talking about the characters in the movie, okay? You guys took that way too far. No, in the end, she basically tames his ego, and he helps her see his true potential. So that's what I was getting at. I don't know what you read into it. Okay, so another reason why I'm here is because Mark's had a huge impact on my life. I definitely wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for him. But he's the reason that I came to San Francisco. And, him and all his tech bros and their salaries is the reason why I left. It's actually my wife's fault. My family lives elsewhere. But if it wasn't for Mark, I would have never met her and had probably my son Zayden, so I guess technically it is your fault. But Shaheen and I were present for Mark's engagement, or for Mark's proposal. We were able to witness the 2 to 3 minutes of awkward silence that followed the question. And Shahina actually almost spoiled the proposal. Mark told her off on the sidelines the day before we took that boat around that little Italian island. So we've been there since the beginning and up until this point. All right, so the last part of the introduction, just been instructed to give shout-outs to everybody who came a long way to get out here, although I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Nobody lives out in the middle of the woods, other than Todd, but he's from a different woods. So we want to thank all the friends and family that came out here from New York, Nashville, Detroit, Denver, Aspen, Asheville, Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, Mexico City, Pittsburgh, LA, and the exotic locale of Grayling, Michigan. So next we wanted to just remember the people that couldn't be here. Either they couldn't make the trip, they're not with us anymore, or Jacqueline wouldn't let Mark invite them. So first, let's start with Jacqueline's grandmothers, Helen Franowitz and Linda Reyes, two strong women who passed their Monica Reyes, I'm sorry about that, who passed their deep love of family and are delighted we're all together here today, although they couldn't make the trip out. Mark's grandparents, Unchi and Papa, who instilled their Native American traditions in Mark and an appreciation for the simpler things in life, such as an ice-cold light beer. And we want to remember Jacqueline's grandfathers, Dick Reyes and Walter Nefranowitz. And finally, her mother, Linda, a woman infamous for her magnetism, infectious laughter, a disregard for playing by the rules, and a top-secret Greek salad dressing. On hot days, she was happiest in the water, so we know she would be overjoyed to be here today. So, I want to speak about the significance of the place that we're at, Sierra City. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, why are we here today? Not philosophically, like, what's the purpose of life? Who am I? No. But Mark and Jacqueline Marklin first discovered this area in 2011 after Jacqueline saw a picture of this in an old magazine. And Mark, of course, is down to take the 5-hour trip to the middle of nowhere to go see these buttes in person. So the two hiked up to the upper lake. They didn't see anybody on the trail, but when they got up there across from an alpine lake, there was a lone camper standing in front of his tent, singing a sweet guitar solo to serenade them, making for the special moment. They have been out here at least once a year since to swim in the icy sardine lakes, and they hope that you two will join them tomorrow. So next, I want to call up naturalist Steve Reyes to do a quote by John Muir, the naturalist. So everybody welcome Steve Reyes.
Where are they at, Steve?
Okay. Another glorious Sierra day in which one seems to be dissolved and absorbed and sent pulsing onward, we know not where. The sun shines not on us, but in us. The rivers flow not past us, but through us. Thrilling, tingling, vibrating, every fiber and cell of the substance in our bodies, making them glide and sing. The trees and the flowers bloom in our bodies as well as our souls, and every bird song, wind song, and tremendous storm song of the rocks in the heart of the mountain is our song, our very own, and sings our love. I hope you guys have a great
Okay, so I'd like to say a little bit about the bride and the groom individually. So we know that Jacqueline's special because she's got Mark. He's a little, different. But he's eager for adventure. He loves to learn through experiences. He always looks for the humor in everything to exercise his silliness. He has compassion for strangers. He cares about his friends too. But he's a lifesaver, literally. Dogs, humans, probably Jacqueline.
Several times.
He's got a positive outlook on life and he sees the big picture. He thinks about things really holistically. Whereas Jacqueline, she's a reductionist. She pays great attention to detail. She's very persnickety. She's also very confident. She takes initiative. She has no problem delegating responsibilities. And she knows how to read people and give them what they need. The focus words that were collected on you is hospitable, accommodating, as you may all know and see here. And she's everything that Mark isn't, which is why the two are perfect for each other. So, a little bit about their story. They fell in love during high school. They still have a lot of growing up to do. Mark still does. Play Fortnite later. So after high school, Mark moved to Denver, and then soon after San Francisco to pursue a $100,000 associate's degree at an arts institute. Jacqueline got a degree in urban planning, which you can see translates to the rural environment from Eastern University. And her, just like her shiro, Laura Ingalls Wilder, she manifested her destiny and took the Oregon Trail to Portland. I actually helped pack up the wagon in Wixom. She could only carry 1,000 pounds of buffalo. So soon after she arrived, Mark went up to Portland, claiming he was there to visit his friend Jeff Acioli. But he came back with the ambition of moving Jacqueline down to the Bay Area within the next year. So we knew it was true love because Jacqueline reluctantly agreed to move down. Because she not only signed up to live with Mark, but 3 of his friends, 1 of their pit bulls, I was one of them, and my crazy ex-girlfriend, who I promised not to mention, sorry. So this was 9 years ago, and ever since, they've built a family in California, exploring much of the America Wild West, and always coming back to this special place. So in their future, they will continue to enjoy camping, exploring new places, it's experiencing and being inspired by art, and making memories with their loved ones, just like the one today. They would like to share their vows, but first, I have some advice. It's actually ridiculous to think that I could offer them advice on relationships. Theirs has been about 4 times longer than my marriage. So I'm just gonna offer you the advice that I would have given myself on my wedding day. Don't rush things. Let them happen naturally or on accident, like your firstborn child. But seriously, take it natural, easy. You know, or like for instance, it's been 20 years. Are you sure you're ready for this day? Like, you know, take another decade or two to think about it? All right. Okay, we're going through with this. Okay, so my second and last piece of advice is don't forget to acknowledge each other's existence. I get in trouble for that a lot. But you know, after today, the two of you will become one, so it'll actually be an exercise in self-recognition. So, pretty sure that's about it. I had some blueberry. Oh, that's for something else. Never mind. Okay. So, Mark, we'd like to hear your vows.
Jacqueline, I love making memories with you. You are always looking for new ways to enjoy our life together. You are constantly seeking adventures for us to get into. You would rather us sleep in a tent than in a hotel. And you always insist we leave the brain fly off so we can fall asleep looking at the stars together. Jacqueline, I respect you. Your self-confidence is provocative. Everyone who meets you is charmed by your compassionate awareness and is constantly impressed by your social intelligence. From the first cup of coffee to the very last call, everyone who's been a part of our adventures is excited to come back again because you are thoughtful, accommodating, and hospitable. Jacqueline, your magnetic personality is what binds us together. Your perceptions are the inverse of my own. You bring me back down to earth with your realistic perceptions. It is because of you that I have a more balanced view of this world. With our relationship, enduring hardships, you remind me that we are a team and teams fight for what's best for the both of us. Your Detroit grit is what shapes your soul, and it's what's attracted me to you. When we first met back in high school, I am just as attracted to you today as we have grown into adulthood together, taking on all of life's challenges and adventures. What I loved about you then now contributes to what I love about you today. I've watched you grow into someone I love even more. I love you for who you are for the rest of my life. Jacqueline, I promise to invest in you. I promise to make the best parts of me fit more perfectly with the best parts of you. Although I will be imperfect, I promise to be respectful of your perspectives, opinions, and passions. I will lend strength to you to live out all of your dreams. Through our marriage, we will grow and learn together. More than we could do alone. I believe in us.
Mark, I don't remember the first time we met as clearly as you do, but I vividly remember your smile and the way that you made me feel. You weren't like anyone else I'd ever met. You were a rebellious, vegetarian skateboarder, an artist who questioned authority, traveling to Washington, D.C. with your mom to protest the war in Iraq while those other guys were off at football camp. Like now, you showed me so many new things I wouldn't have discovered without you. Your inquisitive spirit has not only expanded the horizons of your life experience, but mine as well, and all those who are blessed to be around you. You've encountered challenges in your life, but tackled them due to your positive outlook and perseverance and luck. You're ambitious, not afraid to dream big, and aim high. This buoyancy of spirit lifts up so many of us around you, including me. As a partner, you are incredibly patient and incredibly generous, forgiving me when I lose my temper over how to pack the trunk for camping, reminding me it's about arriving at the destination together that matters the most. While you might not be the best navigator, you're an incredible captain. Whether it's steering boats across mountain lakes or guiding us through the choppy waters of life with your strong internal compass. I don't know how I got to be so lucky to be the one that you chose as your life partner. I know I've not always made it easy to make that choice. Today I promise to be your partner in life, the project manager to your creative direction. I vow to support you on this quest to make all of our biggest dreams come true. I look forward to following your direction in life, just reminding us the turns that we need to make along the way. I promise to build our family together with babies or big dogs, still TBD. I vow to keep pushing our relationship forward, to love you deeply and with dedication, to always turn to you and to never turn away. You are my best friend, my adventure partner, the person I've spent the very best days of my life with, and I can't wait to continue to make more memories together. I love you, Mark, very deeply. Can we just kiss now, or is that?
Well, this is awkward. Do you, Jacqueline, take Mark as your partner, your reflection, and your husband?
I
Do you, Mark, take Jacqueline to be your partner, your reflection, and your wife? I would like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Bruyette.